that's the around the time where the first kids who experience the zero tolerance policy are becoming adults.
Okay.
And with the zero tolerance policy, what that is that took place at the same time as the 1994 crime bill.
Yeah.
So these two things, some of the things that they did here, 1994 zero tolerance policy, federal legislation required to expel students for 1 year or lose federal funding. Promoted as preventing drugs and abuse and violence. There were predetermined consequences, typically severe, punitive, and exclusionary in response to specific types of student behavior, regardless of context or rationale for the behavior. This is where you have level 4 disciplinary infractions, and the principals had mandatory punishments where you get to the principal's office, they already got your suspension letter getting printed out with your 2 weeks suspension or whatever the case may be before they even hear your case, because it doesn't matter about the rationale or the context. We're
Mm-hmm.
training you to be on this side of authority. We're training you to be punished. We're training you to understand this is why a lot of people take plea deals, because we get trained on this is the best deal for you. And
Exactly.
at the same time, what the crime bill did, they used 40 black religious leaders, 10 African American mayors. And what this crime bill included was 60 crimes punishable by death and 70 enhanced penalties. And those enhanced penalties is like when I end up going to prison,
Right.
my case ended up carrying 30 to 96 years
Sheesh.
is how much time I was looking at. And
Right.
that's simply because the enhancers, where it was a kidnapping, aggravated armed robbery, and
Right.
burglary, where the aggravated armed robbery, that's called an enhancer, where it takes the three charges and it makes them all enhanced to charges to carry 10 to 32 years. They'll be ran consecutively, meaning that you can't do the 10 years for these charges all at once. After you
Yeah.
do these 10 years for this one, you're gonna do 10 years for that one and 10 years for that one.
Right.
And these enhancers are mostly what the researchers did was identify the types of things that black people do, the
Yeah.
black men do, and they put enhancers on them to get them locked up for a long time. Gotta call that cat back.
No, yeah, no, most definitely. I want to take it back to that zero tolerance and how they suspended. I want to teach people the game on that too. When you do that, when you get those kids out of the school, we already know their mom's working all the time. So when they're suspended, who's raising them? You feel what I'm saying? That's when kids start turning to the streets. That's when they got all this idle time with no structure, no plan, and they see the dudes out there that's hustling. You know what I mean? They listen to these rappers that's not spitting positive messages, and they be like, "Yo, I'm trying to be just like that." That's why you start seeing kids breaking into cribs
Mm-hmm.
and doing shit like that, robbing stores, all that, man. So, like, I take it back to my man who worked at Patton Gill, who wasn't suspending kids. It was like, yo, I was like, yo, that's probably like the best thing I ever seen in my life, because he never gave them an opportunity. He understood, like, yo, if I suspend this kid or I expel this kid, we just throwing them to the wolves, basically. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And there's nobody there to watch him. So that's part of the game too. And
Yep.
and we gotta realize what game is being played. And I also want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about that crime bill. Who wrote the crime bill, if you know? Do you know?
Several people, including our president right now, Joe Biden, Joe
Okay, yeah,
Beasy,
that's
Uncle
what
Joe.
that's what I wanted to touch on. I
Yeah, fuck
understand,
that
like,
nigga.
I feel you. I tell people all this all the time. Our people, period. Our people. I say, yo, how do you forgive somebody who blatantly like tried to put your people in prison, man? Like, they was like, well, they shouldn't have been doing it. I said, bro, he targeted, what was it? The crack era, right? We was talking about the crack era. The
Mm-hmm.
government dropped crack off in the hood. My pops
Mhm.
was a big hustler. My dad said, yo, it was a dude who came into the hood, showed us how to make crack. And he said, I never seen him again. He said, I think that was the feds. I said, that was the feds. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it was all part of the plan. Like
Mhm.
dog, they was like, yo, you shouldn't have sell it. When you in a
That's
port,
what kills me real quick. That
yeah, go
what
ahead.
kills me about when people get to saying all this we stuff.
Right.
Like with people right now talking about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's performance at the Grammys is saying we don't want our kids seeing we like nigga, this is not no we. Ain't no black people running the Grammys.
Right, right,
This is they Grammys. This is
right.
they media. This
Yeah,
is they country.
right.
Yeah, you running around wearing Jordans, cussing your people out,
Right.
but nigga, you was doing that in slavery.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is there is no we. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all gotta realize that Joe Biden, the Kamala Harris, man, that's how they play you fools, man. Just like they like I said, I was always that political person. Like, what the fuck? Like you niggas don't see this shit.
Right. No, most
We
definitely. Yeah. I say, yo, you know, I don't trust them people. I'm not a politician. I'm not super into politics, but it's like common sense, fam. Like, like once you cross a line, I can't forgive you or trust you again. I can't trust you again. You didn't already show me that you know what I'm saying, you don't mess with us. Oh, this time has passed. Give him a chance. He's saying he's sorry
Now the
because
internet out.
he, you said
That's what's
what?
going on. The internet's out. Because if we
Exactly.
didn't have the information, y'all wouldn't even be addressing.
Right. And he's saying he's sorry to get your vote. That's how it is, man. You getting played on all levels. And that's why I'm past the point to where it's like, yo, I'm not blaming no race. I'm not blaming no other race for what they do. We know they do it. We hip. What we gonna do to stop it? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What we gonna do? Because it's motherfuckers out here with that money that could start our own schools and cut this prison to pipeline shit out. And they buying chains. We buying dumbass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody coming together. And I don't even want to argue about it no more because I start seeing it and I'm listening to Dick Gregory. They asked Dick Gregory, they said, man, what can we do to do this? He said, this shit is over. And I'm really starting to believe that, man. Like it's a group of people, the people who are like-minded, we need to stick together. If people come in, then we fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? We gonna help the kids out and build them up to realize what's really going on out here. But these other
I'll tell
niggas
you what,
and these chicks,
uh,
man, this shit's
on a
ridiculous.
nuclear level, and this is how we gonna fix the nucleus. On a nuclear level, it is over. If we try to look at the whole picture and fix the whole picture,
Right.
it's too many different pieces to this conspiracy, right?
Yeah.
But on a molecular level, as you, as me,
Yeah.
as our kids, as the woman in our life,
Yeah.
on you gotta just do it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that can even be hard when the one other person don't want to get on the same page. But the main thing, like you was talking about the money aspect, because the only reason we gotta stop even that. We can have school. We having school right now,
Right.
and I can have school right here in this car. We can have school at the park.
Yeah.
We gotta just like Dave Chappelle put it best one time where he said, when you look at this money we fight for, it's like trading cards with slave masters.
Yeah.
Then we going for it anyways.
Right.
You know, where this money, there's no way because they're the ones that print it. You'll never get enough. If we start moving that way, they'll put another obstacle. What we got to start doing, like on that video I sent you with Dr. Jawanza Kunjofu, is stop putting so much of value on the money and put the value on each other. You
Yeah.
know, okay, so if they kick us out, okay, so we'll just build something else. Of course, in this capitalistic place, this is the real reason why the Black Panthers was such a threat, because they did a lot of this stuff with little resources.
Yeah.
Now, if they were spending a bunch of money and causing people to go and earn a bunch of money, they'd have let the shit ride. But the fact that they were pulling their energy together and only taking so much resources, but and putting value on each other, that makes it dangerous, because now they can't get no value put on their dollar. And eventually people gonna start realizing, this money stuff is some bullshit, which it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah, they yeah, definitely they was living off the people, man, and they, like you said, they valued each other, and they stuck together, man. That was that was so crucial. That's why that movie made me so mad watching that, to see one of our own people shut the whole operation down because he didn't want to do no time.
and
That's
he was getting
crazy. They
some.
always play somebody in this always one weak nigga out of the whole thing that's gonna shut shit down. You feel me? And
Mhm.
that's why a lot of our people don't want to step up or put their, you know what I'm saying, put their neck out because they scared what's gonna happen. You see what
Mhm.
happened in our, you know what I'm saying, in our past is like, yo, we gonna let you get so far. Okay, that's cool. You talking all this black liberation and all this and all that, but nigga, don't cross this line, or your own
Mhm.
people gonna get you. Which, you know what I'm saying, it's always somebody like that, or we gonna kill you straight up.
Mhm. Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Real.
saying? And
And
it's
and and man, go ahead, bro.
no, I'm done. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, as black men, as black people, we gotta stop the shenanigans with each other, like, cause we be knowing this is a snake ass pastor, or this is a snake ass homie, but you want to constantly keep giving this person chances, keeping them around,
Yeah,
not speaking up. We gotta stop that. Like, you gotta have some solidarity. You gotta
exactly.
get solid, and we gotta start exiling these cats that move like that. We gotta
Yeah,
start exiling them. Like, if they can't, you can't come and get a slice of the cake that we making. Like, no, and not get yourself together. No, nigga, you just a snake, flat out.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I'm huge on that. I'm so huge, and people be like, "Yo, I'm tripping." I'll be like, "Yo, our people are some of the worst. You are worse than somebody of a different race, because you know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Once you a snake, you out of there, bro. It's nothing you can say to me. I don't want to hear shit from you. And I remember Dr. Umar said, we're not going to be able to save everybody. Some people need to go. And I truly believe that. Get his ass
yeah,
out of here. And I wouldn't
for
feel
real.
sorry, because we too nice. That Jesus complex and that fucking church shit got us tripping. All that forgiveness, oh, that's your family, this and that, whatever, man. They could
Yeah,
turn on you just like anybody in the streets, man. Like,
for
yo,
real.
if you not being real, you not on this, you know what I'm saying, trying to liberate our people or trying to do better for our people, then you gotta go. Don't even let them in the circle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yo, it's time to get real with people. Cut the fantasy shit out. I've been done with that. That fantasy shit is gone. That,
man.
man, I yeah, you got me started, man, because this
No,
is this
no,
is
but
what I'm
that's
talking
why
about for
that's why
real.
I fuck with you, man. That's why I fuck with your platform on Facebook and everything. Because, like you said, like, we've been Facebook friends for years, like that. There's a
Right.
family, because just that like mindedness. And the reason I stuck close to your page is like because you was in my city,
Yeah.
and in Lansing in particular, it's rare to find cats speaking like this,
Yeah.
because it's so small and people so weak. If you talk to people on an individual basis, niggas be all for it, have an ear. You'll be surprised some of the shit a nigga might say on an individual basis. But you get niggas in a group, and now they mouth, they scared to talk about. They don't want to look lame.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
niggas is lame to go against the grain of this bullshit that's fucking us up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You get to talk about, and a lot of these cats, the ones that's got the platforms that's going the other way, this this really got poisoning our kids' minds and imagination, poisoning their friends' minds and imagination. Man, these dudes be the weakest ones.
Yeah.
These dudes be the weak. They depending on all that. They
Yeah.
depending on the circle around. They depending on the clothes. They depending on the shoes. Because without that, man, I promise you,
They
you
ain't
know,
shit.
They can't
At
stand
all.
on shit.
At all.
And we got to start attacking that. Like I was me and one of my brothers, we was talking the other day. Man, he's starting a thing in Denver called facts, which is Fathers Against Criminal Thoughts. And because a lot of our thinking is criminally minded, because
Yeah.
hip hop was going to be huge for us. Just constantly, this is a brainwashing device. Right now you got on a set of headphones and you got a monitor that's taking up your visual. This
Yeah.
is literally a brainwashing device. So
Yeah.
if you had something on this screen and something going into your headphones that was telling you you are the creator of this planet, that you started agriculture, you started science, you began mathematics and astrology,
Yeah.
that's going to do something different than something telling you like, pussy ass nigga, I'm gonna fuck your bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh, girl, the nigga want to cheat. Okay, I'm about to go sell some ass.
Yeah.
It's a brainwashing device.
Yeah.
So these people, they're running off these things, off these thoughts, and I kind of lost my point. We get passionate in these things in
No,
this
you
stuff
said
like this,
it's
but
just like a brainwashing device. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about, you know what I'm saying, if they sending positive message, you will feel a different way. And I was gonna get
right.
on that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, when I got into this consciousness or whatever coming into the information, it make you walk with your chest out a little bit because you know who you are as a people. You feel what I'm saying? When you find out you wasn't slaves, you was kings and queens before that, and you know what I'm saying, you was like the original people, you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? We kind of untouchable. You feel what I'm saying? And you know why, the reason why they hate you. And you be like, damn, that's why. That's why. That's why they trying to get rid of us. Because they know what our capability is. It's just we don't know. That's the fucked up part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody try to tell you, I see people on Facebook all the time trying to tell people, and they be like, "Man, get that shit out of here! Oh, that shit whack." You feel what I'm saying? They just, man, listen, yeah, fuck with the kids, man. So we
Man,
can teach
man,
them.
fuck with the kids and fuck with each other with like-minded people, because it's
Yeah,
just like this. It's all scientific, man. Where the more of those atoms they team up together, it makes bigger energy, you
yeah,
know. And so their energy is strong because they're all teamed up together, and they feel the strength only because they're together.
right.
You isolate them, and man, they so weak because there's no them really.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just it's all poison. So like people like me and you, how they get us and the Dr. Umars and the brother Police and the Farrakhan's and the brother Ben X, all these different individual names, is because they've also bitten a bug of trying to be the hero. This is why even the white media will tell us these stories over and over again. So you strive to be Malcolm X and not and you refuse to be the nigga that helped set up the sound equipment for Malcolm X to talk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where Malcolm X can't be Malcolm X without all these other people around, or Martin King can't be Martin King with all these other people around him. Everybody got to stop trying to be the one, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
making it easier and easier. We just got to team up. We're not going to agree and be eye to eye on everything.
No, not
But
at
if we
all.
can have some truth and stay reciprocating that, where me and you could be talking about it, and then this cat, he about ready to give up on the movement. He about ready to give up on his people again. He meet us. Now he like, oh, now his energy happens because he coming near this. And we gotta remember that like, if you and I'm really speaking to people out there that's doing the work because it can get exhausted, that what you're doing is enough. What you're doing is enough. Do more of it, and talk to more of us, you know,
Right.
and just keep it that way. That's the saving grace. Like I'm saying, on a nuclear level, Dick Gregory might be right, but on a molecular level, nothing can stop. Like how we building right now with
Yeah.
our minds.
No, most
And
definitely.
you gotta just stay with that on a molecular level with your kids, on your with your peace. If you got somebody that you a significant other in your life, like whoever it is, like try to stay on that. And sometimes they gonna refuse. and after so much refusing, you know, like we was talking about earlier, we just need to kind of let them go right away. But you know, in certain situations, you might have kids with this person. You
Yeah,
know, it's only so much you can do before you realize, you know what,
this
on
ain't
my
it.
molecular level, yeah, you're not joining this. You're trying to be that, and I can't have that.
I feel you. And that's what I advise us to do too. We need to find ourselves first and then we find a partner. And if they with it, if they with it or they're willing to learn, if they're not with it right away, then we work with those type of people. If they just
Mm-hmm.
shutting that shit down at all costs, then we shouldn't even mess with them or have kids with those type of people. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's going to end up in a bad situation. We don't want to leave our kids out there to be raised by their moms. And then we got to deal with all the extra shit that come with that, depending on the female. You get what I'm saying? So find yourself first before you find a partner to, you know what I'm saying? We the men, so we got to lead them in a
And
certain
some
way.